Hello and welcome to this video tutorial. We're going to be looking at the string buffer. So what exactly is a string buffer? This is, well, there's going to be a few videos on strings in the next 10 we're going to be looking at. Well, what we've currently got at the minute is strings are not mutable in the sense that we cannot edit them without creating a new string. So the way we go about it, we can use string buffer. The string buffer, or the string buffer class, allows us to append to the string. So we can append to this and it allows us to have a string now, SB, that has been appended, and we have this particular string SB that has the full string. We can also insert to a string buffer, so you can do, and we can mess up the string that way. You can do replace, has a bunch of methods. It's very similar to the string builder. I just replaced that by accident. We need to give it another argument. Very similar, as I was saying, to the string builder, but we'll talk a little bit about the differences in a second. So yeah, that's how you can kind of insert, delete. Well, I didn't show delete actually. Let's do delete. So we can do 1, 2, 3. There we are. And you can do reverse. There's a bunch of methods you can use on this actually. Delete it. There we are. And yeah, there's a bunch. Have a look around on that. See which you prefer to use. Well, or what you need to use for that sense. So yeah, string buffer can be edited. We can change the value of this particular object. String buffer being an object. The object that we create through string buffer stored on the heap. So if you haven't checked over the memory management video yet, do have a look at that. The string buffer has the same methods as string builder as I previously mentioned, but each method in string buffer, which is what we're using now, is synchronized, which basically means it's thread safe. Although it may be thread safe, it does not allow two threads. This is why it's thread safe actually. It does not allow two threads to at the same time simultaneously access the same method. So each method can be only accessed by one thread at one time. But having advantages come disadvantages. With this being thread safe, it has its disadvantages too, as the performance of this particular object gets hit a little. So string builder is faster than string buffer when calling the same methods of each class. But again, this one's thread safe. The value can be changed. It means it can be assigned a new value, so can string builder. But nowadays, you probably most likely get asked the difference between a string buffer and a string builder in some sort of Java interview. I know I've been asked it, and my mind blanked when I was using that particular when I got asked that. Only for the simple fact that this stuff. I've worked in Java for a few years, and some of this stuff you still Google, or you just briefly forget because you don't use it that much, to be honest. The core principles, programming, object-oriented programming, then you've got your workflow tools, everything else. But anyways, I'm rambling. That's how you use a string buffer. We shall be looking at in the next video more strings, more things to do with strings. But anyhow, I shall see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.